How you guys doing? I'm Tim McBride. I'm the founder of the Change Agents of Arizona event. We are here in the Iconic Life magazine podcast studio. Thank you to Renee and the team for having us, allowing us to use this space and have a conversation with our honorees this year that have been nominated and selected to be the Change Agents of Arizona. If you know me, you know this is an event that I have a lot of pride in. I put a lot of time and energy to because I think it's bringing value to our industry. It's something I'm very passionate about, and we kicked it off last year and had great success. And because of that, we really want to elevate it this year, and we are on track to do that. But to do it, it takes a team, and the whole idea is to come around agents in our area that are going above and beyond, not just using real estate as a platform to help people buy and sell homes, but seeing it as an opportunity to elevate our community as well, to create connections, to share stories of organizations that are here serving the needs of our city. And it's because of that this event exists. The inspiration came from my passion and excitement towards the sport of football, and I've always really admired the NFL Walter Payton Man of the Year award. Walter was obviously a Hall of Fame running back, but his legacy exists in the community through how he used the platform of sport to meet the needs in the city, and that carries on today. And it's an award I've always admired. I use it as inspiration in my own business. What kind of legacy am I leaving? And to me, this event is an opportunity to bring that influence to the real estate space. So this year, we got an incredible group of nominees. We had the opportunity to interview all of them. And after all the conversations, there were three that really stood out. And one of them is here with me right now, Laura Jewett with Inspired Living Real Estate Collective. This is an opportunity for her to share her story, tell you why she does what she does, and why it's so important that you guys are aware of who she is, not just as a real estate professional, but what she's doing here in our city. And this event is all about walking alongside agents like Laura that are going above and beyond every day and seeing real estate as a platform to do so much more than just serve the need of a client. So, Laura, thank you for sitting here with me today. Thank you for saying yes to the nomination.
Thanks for having
You're
me.
very, very deserving, and it was such a pleasure to connect with you a couple weeks ago, hear your story, and allow you the opportunity to be a change agent for this year's event.
Incredibly honored to be here. I think what you're doing is just so amazing that to create lasting change, I think in our industry, but hopefully even beyond our industry, kind of that ripple effect, I think is what's so important, and what's so cool about this is to really have an opportunity to show just people in general that, you know, there's such easy ways to give of ourselves and to create community and have an impact.
Absolutely. Like, our job at the end of the day is we get to talk to people, and there's so many amazing stories beyond what we get to do. And because we are our own business, we can be very creative in how we bring those stories in. And you're one of those that goes above and beyond, not just for one, but for multiple organizations. So if you can, please share a little bit about your why you're so involved and invested into these organizations, who they are, and kind of the work they're doing, and how you impact them through your gift of real estate.
Yeah, awesome. I'm so excited to share. They're amazing. So I'm a native Arizonan, so I think that's always been kind of like, I'm deeply rooted in my community. So I think that's always, I grew up, my family was always about giving back, helping others. So that's just been a way of life. And then, just obviously a deep love for Arizona, never left. So never plan to. Yeah. So it's just, I think, just having those deep roots just really ties me to the community, and I want to be able to give and to serve. But when I looked at, who I wanted to serve, I wanted to make it impactful for my clients, to also make it easy for them to get involved. So for me, that was, okay, let's create some categories, like basic categories, and then, choose some charity organizations that are meaningful to me, and that align with my values, to support. It was really kind of crazy, but I feel like all of my charity partners found me. They came into my life and into my world in just unexpected ways, and I think it was kind of, just serendipitous almost. So my categories, I have kids, unhoused people, health, and pets. So we have the Foster Alliance, obviously serving our foster community in Arizona, and actually beyond now. They are expanding like crazy. They're amazing. And then we have Maggie's Place, which assists homeless moms. And I also do some work with Keys to Change, which is an amazing organization for homeless populations here. And then we have the Joy Bus, which serves cancer patients in the community that don't have any connection, which is pretty amazing. And then we have the Arizona Pet Project, which, unlike any other pet organization in the Valley, they work to keep pets with their families in crisis. So these families that are losing their homes or just in absolute crisis mode or having health problems, they do what they can to eliminate those barriers to keep those pets with their family. We all know how important our pets are to us. So, to have to like give up a pet during moments of crisis is pretty devastating. So I get so emotional when I talk about my charity partners, but
that's why it was so easy to select you. You could tell that this isn't just a ploy. It's not a marketing tactic. This is who you are as a human being, more than a real estate agent. You care about these organizations. You invest in them deeply, and you're very creative in how you bring your world into their stories, into their needs. And that's why this is such an honor to have you a part of it. And I know that. I hope that this platform will give you an opportunity to share more about these groups to a bigger audience, and that more people can get involved with them or get involved in things that they care about.
Exactly.
It's about, we can plant some seeds.
That's what I think it's all about, is really just letting people know that it's easy to get involved. I think everybody thinks it's challenging or don't know how. And that's always kind of been my motto when we set up service days with our organizations. I'm like, just sign up and show up. I'll do everything else. Just come do something. And the impact that it has on people when they get to serve in a capacity and see people that you don't normally interact with, it's pretty changing. So I think it's super cool. I mean, I got a group of volunteers. I mean, this was pretty impactful for me, just one moment. But I got a group of volunteers together, and we went and did a service event for Keys to Change, which is a homeless outreach program. And there's a gentleman that I was just helping and just hanging with, chatting with, and he just looked at me and just said, "Thank you for being so kind." I'm like, to me, I feel like that's what's lacking in our world right now. My gosh, I'm totally losing it. Compose myself here. And at the end of the day, I'm like, if you don't have the capacity to give, or you don't have the capacity or time to volunteer, at the end of the day, just be kind. I think it's a quality that's really lacking in our world. It's so divisive. He called me his angel. And I'm like, but I'm like, it is so easy. I'm like, all I was doing was being friendly, talking, being helpful. If all of us did that, what a difference it would make. And then if you can carry that forward to help these organizations that are so organized, and because people always ask, well, you should start a charity organization. I'm like, no, I'm really good at selling houses, and I'm good at helping other organizations that are amazing at what they do. So that's why I've always chosen to support them, because they do. And the women that run these organizations are just powerhouse, incredible women. Awesome. So it's just, I think from that perspective, it's inspiring as well, is of what we can do if we just open our eyes to it.
And you said something that is very easy but very challenging for a lot of people, is showing up, right? Like you said, just show up. I'll take care of everything else. It's hard to show up. And when I first started a lot of this, I tried to kind of empower a lot of agents to kind of get involved in some of the programs I was doing, but more importantly, empower them to get in programs that they want to support. Because a lot of people want to do good, but sometimes they don't know how. And the first question I always have is like, well, what do you care about? Start there. And that's the challenge I constantly have. I challenge a lot of agents with, like, what do you care about? And you don't have to give money, right? Like you said, just show up, just be present, be kind. I think so often we get caught up in how much we can give determines how much impact we can have. Right.
And that's just one piece of it. Obviously, monetary is essential to run any organization, but it's so much more than that.
Like we got to talk to people to tell people about the organization. Boom, that's exposure that they don't have access to. That you're helping them in their mission to serve, in the capacities they're looking to serve.
And I think it's just a perspective in life too. I mean, it's for me, it's not something I do on the side. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of living. So I mean, like if I'm at Target and the school supplies are on closeout, I'm like, oh, we're going to do a school collection drive for the foster kids. Let's get all this stuff. So it's just like, I think just having that awareness or being in the back of your mind, always kind of considering the needs of others.
Yeah. So take me through an experience as a client may have with you during or after a closing with one or all of the organizations that you help. So the audience can understand again how these organizations are served through your everyday business.
Yeah, so they're pretty much integrated into everything we do. So throughout the transaction, at the end of a transaction, a portion of my commission gets contributed to one of these organizations, and I allow my clients to select the one that speaks the most to them, and I ask them for their why. Why does this one speak to you? So some of the answers are always are pretty touching, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then I make a contribution on their behalf to that organization. And then throughout the year, I like to celebrate my clients. I like to have fun. I like to do something outside of, the transaction to stay connected with my clients. Again, it's all about connection.
Absolutely.
Connection with our clients, connection with our community, just creating, they're not clients anymore. They're family, they're friends, they're my tribe.
Yeah.
So I think that's always kind of the goal. And so we do, events throughout the year. We do our annual holiday party, which we're gearing up for, which we're super excited about. And that also brings in my vendor partners to get involved. So my vendor partners will have collection boxes at their places of business. Then everybody, comes and we get to celebrate together, but we're celebrating also the missions of these organizations. So it's about having fun, but then also with that giving back portion of it. So it's just everything, and then we do the service days throughout the year as well to get our hands dirty, to get in the space and just actually see and experience what these organizations are about and what we can do to further help them.
And you're inviting, your sphere, your past clients, all your network to these events, right?
Yep, and then my vendor partners as well. So it's been really fun to get them on board. And big shout out to American Family Insurance. They had some charitable funds that they were able to allocate, and they reached out to me how can we make an impact? And so to be able to connect and one of my organizations with them, and I'm a host on American Dream TV, and to be able to spotlight on one of those episodes, the Joy Bus moving into their new location and now being able to serve exponentially more patients and people. By moving into that new location was really cool. So I just try every chance I get. I mean, they're integrated into everything we do.
I love that.
Yeah.
So when we put this together, I want to make sure that we have links to all these organizations. Because I feel like you could talk for a while on all of them, which is incredible. So thank you for all that you do, because it's an inspiration to me just to watch, because it challenges me to do more with the capacities I have and the platform I have, and it makes doing this event worthwhile. So I'm going to kind of put you on the spot selfishly. What about being selected excites you about the event in October, or makes you feel honored in some capacity?
Of all the accolades and awards and achievements that I've gotten, I'd have to say probably I'm most honored by this one. So.
No way. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Not just because I'm here.
Not just because you're here. No.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah. No. At the end of the day, the other awards are rewarding. And again, I'm very proud of the business that I've built and how I serve my clients. Because at the end of the day, our business is about people. We just happen to sell a really cool product, which is houses.
Correct.
So just being able to serve people, but then also to expand that to create that community has been super cool. So I think just bringing the focus back to what real estate is about, and it is about creating community and showing people that it's not hard. It doesn't have to be hard, and that it's super easy to just honestly, I don't know why every agent wouldn't. It's a way to stay connected with your clients as well. So I'm like, why wouldn't you do that? So I think just the message that you're spreading, and again, I hope it goes nationwide, worldwide.
That's the goal. I have big goals, right? I don't think small when it comes to this, and it's stories like this. It's the feedback, it's the response. Last year was a huge success, and I want to say I expected it, but it was well more than I could have imagined. It just motivates me more and more. And we have so many agents doing so many great things, and we can only do so much at one time. So there is interest in other cities, and let's get it dialed in here. But the idea is really create a tidal wave of incredible stories and impact that our industry is doing on a daily basis.
So we need more happy stories in this world.
Yes,
right
we
now,
do.
so.
Yes, we do. So the happy stories will take place on October 28th. Very excited about this event. So the venue we're hosting it in, we started at last year, and it was very symbolic. They're a big partner of ours, Livingstone Builders. They donated the house, and it was ideal because what I wanted was to create something from nothing, in a sense. And this home was an example. Was an example of our industry as a whole and kind of what this event will be. And it takes a community to come together to build something special when it comes to a custom home. It's not one person, it's a bunch of trades, it's a lot of visions, a lot of communication and organization, and a lot of everything coming together, and the deliverable is something special and beautiful to a client that they will appreciate. Well, my hope is that the genesis of day one, that first event, will grow into something that is scalable and available to more agents, more marketplaces, and more organizations that are doing great things. And it takes agents like you that are going out every day to do it, to help grow this. So October 28th, we're going back to that venue. It will be done. If it's not, it's like 99%, but you wouldn't know. It's going to be beautiful. We're changing it up from last year. Last year, there was a small kind of charity play, but it was more of a celebration. This will be the same celebration, but we are also now making it a fundraiser too. So all the proceeds will go through Homes for Good Foundation, which is my organization, and it's not to make money, but it's to direct all the funds towards the 3 agent honorees and their charitable partners, so we can make an impact that night as well, not just celebrate, but also impact at the same time. So tickets will be $150. You'll have an opportunity to share all of this with your network. Bring as many people as you can, because the more people that show up, we'll get a fun evening with live music, food, drinks, and a beautiful home in Paradise Valley. But also we'll be able to make an impact and celebrate you, who've gone above and beyond for a long time for so many people and deserve to be celebrated. So October's gonna be a blast. I'd love for you to kind of, finish this off with a little message that you would like to share with kind of your audience, your network, on, again, why this is important to you, and maybe invite them to come join us.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope you do come to celebrate with us. It sounds like it's going to be an amazing night, but with such purpose. And I hope to have my charity partners there with me so that people can meet them and interact with them and see what they're all about and see why I love them so much. So I just think to get like-minded people that are trained to create good in this world, what an awesome opportunity. So definitely I'll be reaching out, but come join me. I think it's going to be a really fun night, so I can't wait.
It is. And thank you again for everything you're doing. Thank you for saying yes to the selection. We've got 3 incredible agents, and I know that next month's going to be an incredible evening, and I hope that you guys can walk away inspired to continue to do what you do, but maybe take it to that next level.
Yeah.
And, excited to see where this all goes, and excited for the night to celebrate you and the other agents. It's going to be a fun one.
Well, thank you so much, Tim.
Thank you for what you do.
Thank you.